So, we're at Bank Station. Now, if I was to talk to you about construction projects taking place in London right now, down on the tube, you might come up with Crossrail, everyone knows about that. You might even get the fact that there was some Northern Line extension happening down at Battersea, but right now taking place, there's a third London Underground dig happening here at Bank Station, and almost hardly anyone I speak to doesn't seem to know about it. So we're here to put that straight today, to put this on the map, point out there's a brand new platform being installed here at Bank Station, and have a look at the capacity upgrade works. Bank Tube Station, that's also connected to Monument, is used by 52 million passengers a year, making it the busiest interchange on the whole of the tube network. And at the core of it is the problem of the very narrow platforms here at Bank on the Northern Line. And can you see how there's a very narrow bit and then the southbound platform is there? So the northbound platform will remain, but this southbound platform is going to be filled in and then it's going to be over there. So the station is extending out that way. This won't be here. That's right, there's a massive capacity upgrade project taking place right now that will bring a new running tunnel and platform for the southbound Northern Line, complete step-free access for the Northern Line and DLR platforms with 3 new lifts, 12 new escalators, and a new station entrance on Cannon Street. Oh, and also 2 new moving walkways, travelators, that'll whisk you quickly between the Northern and Central Line platforms. Let's go and have a look. So we're now inside King William Street. This is King William Street Station. King William Street Station was on the City and South London Railway, later the Northern Line, and was only open for 10 years between 1890 and 1900, and is therefore London's first disused underground station.
Look at the tiles! Look at the tiles!
Yeah, original tiles, yeah. You'll see some more. So this is the old disused King William Street Station. Essentially, we use it for our access in and out of the tunnel works. It's got it's actually got 5 layers of brick arches. We've just basically tidied it up. We've put paint to the walls, that sort of stuff. It's been used over numerous things over the years, since 1900 when it closed. Most importantly as an air raid shelter in the war. So we've got some posters down here you can see where people would have been sheltering down here, you know, during the Blitz.
But these are original, so the tiles from the 1900s, the 1940s?
Yes, yeah, probably. Yeah, this is the original brickwork that would have been used to actually support the actual main brick arches. So the whole thing was formed with brick.
Original City and South London Railway tiles.
Jeff, we're going from the old disused station into the new shaft, basically, as we go through this door, so have a look up here. So that's Arthur Street up there, the tunnel's beneath us, so this is where we put the new shaft right through the old station. So all sprayed concrete here, in fact everything below this level is all sprayed concrete in the tunnels.
William Street's on a curve, and they put the shaft on an Arthur Street sort of in the middle. So a bit of King William Street is that way, another bit of King William Street is that way, and then the new Northern Line tunnel sort of go off, heading north. We're going down, right?
Yeah.
How many steps?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, probably about 87.
I'm going to count them for you. 49 steps later, and you get a really good view of the shaft. Time to go exploring the tunnels though. Okay, from the running tunnel that way, why is it painted like a turquoise blue colour?
That's the waterproofing layer. It's some trials for waterproofing.
That's waterproofing. That's south. So London Bridge is that way, and then you come round through the south, and this is towards Bank, and this is the new southbound. Important to note that at Bank, the Northern Line is right-hand level, so the new tunnel southbound is sort of on the left. In fact, here's a diagram to show what's going on. At the moment, there are 2 narrow platforms with the trains being in a right-hand running configuration, and the existing southbound platform is being filled in and will become a corridor. Then, a whole new tunnel is being dug for southbound Northern Line trains and is being constructed with a wide platform to begin with. Here's an artist's impression of how it will look when finished. But do note that this is not the same as Angel and Euston on the Northern Line, where a filled-in track became the wide platform. This is a brand new wide platform.
It's the running tunnel proper now. So segregated walkway for pedestrians, the roadway for vehicles, and ventilation ducting, blowing fresh air into the tunnel. You feel the air against your face as you walk in.
There's new cross passages being built too to link to the existing station, and also as a way in and way out for the new entrance to Bank Station that's being built up on the surface on Cannon Street.
So that's the first of the cross passages. That will actually connect you into a lift shaft which will take you up to Cannon Street. So if you're a disabled person, into a mobility impaired person, I should say, sorry, into the lift, then down to this level, straight down to the Northern Line. The lift also continues down to DLR. So you can go from Cannon Street to DLR with one lift. This is where we're standing as a cross passage. So this will link you from the new southbound Northern Line straight into what will be the concourse tunnel. So behind that sort of wall there, that's actually the existing Northern Line southbound. We'll go up on top of it. We can look down between the two Northern Line tunnels at the moment. We've got a temporary shaft here to get down on top of the DLR. So we're going to create two cross passages or adits between the existing tunnels beneath on the DLR without going into the DLR. We're doing it from above basically. Once we've constructed those, we'll then backfill the whole thing back to the floor of the cross passage, and then we'll continue on mining this way to make a connection to the existing southbound.
There's a guy there with a black helmet on. There's like a curved bit. That's the outside of the DLR. But the arriving. That's where the DLR arrives at Bank, just the other side of that. Yeah, so where we started was at the southern end, and the running rails of this side. So where this machine is, that's where the tracks will be. Where I am here on this side, this is the platform. So I'm standing on the platform just 2 years early for the new Northern Line platform. But just as the incline lift at Greenford gets me excited, or the travel agents at Waterloo, where are the new moving walkways here at Bank going to be?
As I said, this is the moving walkway. So what you're doing, we're standing on top at the moment. We're midway down the actual tunnel itself. We've excavated what we call the top heading. The guys have trimmed it all up, or John has trimmed it all up, and the engineer's just checking that profile, doing a bit of an as-built. We make sure we know how thick the lining is when we start spraying, and then we'll move the machine out of the way and bring the spraying equipment, bring the concrete in, and spray concrete on that face that you see, which is the clay, obviously, and then all the shell itself. When that's done, we'll then start digging down and complete the bottom half of the shell of the tunnel itself.
Here's where that new moving walkway, or travelator, is on the map. For some reason, I am getting really excited about it. So the exciting part for me, there's going to be a new surface entrance, it's going to be a new Northern Line platform, but Bank's going to get a new travelator. To connect what, the Northern to the Central Line?
Yeah, basically to connect all the Northern Line, the DLR to the Central Line, yeah. It'll whisk you along your journey from the Northern Line straight to the bottom of an escalator, taking you up to the Central Line. So more space, quicker transit times, that sort of thing.
I don't know why I find things like that so exciting. I was at Crossrail the other week and they've got new incline lifts, but I think travelator beats incline lift. Travelator's are just fun.
It's quite cool, isn't it?
It's just fun.
Yeah.
Okay, and more importantly, it's bigger than the one at Waterloo, is that correct?
Yes, that's right, yeah, it will be, yeah.
Okay. Oh, they've started drilling. That's going to really kill the audio. That's fine.
So, that's Daniel behind me making noise, but this is the platform tunnel we're in. So that's the cross passage 1. The running tunnel extends behind me, in front of me to the north. So that's another, at the end of that, it's about 35 metres away, will be the connection to the existing southbound Northern Line. So we've got a connection right up at the north, and one right at the back by the shaft, and we're going to basically, effectively, put a blockade on the Northern Line to make those two connections. And then the trains, after the blockade, will come through here, passengers will get off on the platform. So that's a key moment.
We made our way out, back up the shaft, and then I went to see where the new surface entrance was being built. So we're outside. It's just one more thing to mention. I've walked around the corner from Monument to, I'm actually on Cannon Street. So Cannon Street station is down there, and you can see all these blue hoardings. These blue hoardings are going to be this. There's a brand new entrance to Bank Tube Station here on Cannon Street. It's weird because it's kind of near Cannon Street, but it's not Cannon Street Tube Station. It's definitely Bank Tube Station. 12 new escalators, as it says, to make the journey easier. Opening quite soon. Quite soon should be by the year 2022. And if you want even more information, hop over to the TfL website. There are links in the descriptions with more maps, diagrams and details on the construction.